Hey everybody, we are Dicey Decisions, and we are here tonight with our brand new campaign, Wandering the Mists, which is our fourth campaign. We finished two of them. One we finished just recently, and we have a Monday night campaign run by our buddy Jack, who is missing this evening. He is the missing seat for this evening, but he will be joining this campaign. Our buddy Jack runs a Zeros to Heroes campaign on Monday nights. This is our new Tuesday night campaign where we are doing the Wandering the Mists, a Ravenloft campaign. And on Thursday, starting not this week, but next week, our buddy Justin will be taking the DM chair and running us through a Faerun Heroes homebrew of his creation that we're super excited to play in. Hey, Sean, I just hit that button on my chair that made me sink.
Found it.
I'm glad you
Found it. I'm back. so, so super excited. Very excited to be starting this new campaign, diving into a world of horror, which is super exciting and going to be fun. And on that note, I wanted to do some player and character introductions. So please state your name and the name of your character and a little bit about your character. You don't have to do fully descriptions. We'll do the visual descriptions of them in game. But let's go ahead and start with Justin.
What up? I'm Justin. I'm playing a character known as the Wanderer. Kind of a person that's grown up in the domains of dread, going from town to town, helping out where he can. A strange beacon of lawful good in a place that is not.
Awesome. Next, how about you, Corin?
Hi, my name is Corin, and I will be playing. Hey, man! And I will be playing a once human, now Lupin artificer who goes by the name of Chalkboard.
Excellent. Sean?
Hello, I am Sean. I am playing Dell, the Reborn Ranger, with a very spotty memory, but a very sharp sword.
Very cool. And then last but certainly not least, new to the stream, Stephanie.
Hi, I'm Stephanie, and I am playing an elf named Helen. And she is from a nameless town and nothing to note of from that place.
Excellent. Excellent. So a couple of quick business things about this campaign. This is going to be, again, a horror campaign. One of the things we've chosen to do with this campaign is taken out of Van Richten's Guide to Ravenloft, is the concept of Seeds of Fear. And it is a role-play incentive for the players to pick two things at the start of the game, which may morph and change later or grow, that their characters are afraid of. And when they encounter something related to that seed, how they RP it will give them, granted by me, heroic inspiration. The goal of this being trying to reward people to really dive into the scariness of a campaign instead of defaulting to, I'm a hero and nothing scares me, which is the most boring way to play a horror campaign, in my opinion. So I
We
think
are
it's
all Final Girl.
exactly. Exactly. So I saw that in the book as I was doing my research for this campaign, and I said I really want to implement this because I like giving out heroic inspiration. It's fun, and having a mechanic that lets them dive into really role playing their characters. Plus, it will give them a fear to hopefully overcome as we go through the campaign, as they inherently experience other creepy things that they then become afraid of instead. So super excited about that mechanic. On that note, for the players, because this is going to be a little bit more investigative than our other campaigns were, Maps don't mean battles. Maps might be just a place to explore, and where you move on the map's going to matter. So moving your figure all around the room and me looking at something else and not knowing you're doing it doesn't mean you actually moved around the room, because I didn't see you do it, because you might have triggered a trap or got close to something you would have triggered a perception check or things like that. So just be aware that moving on the map, we should be, more diligent about describing that we're moving on a map and doing the move. I'm going to go check this corner out. I'm going to go down this hallway. Be descriptive about your movements, because it will be, again, more investigative in nature. So wanted to clear that up.
Exciting.
Yes, super exciting
like that.
to do that. Super exciting to do that. Quick shout outs to some folks. I'll be also using sound, which you can hear in the background now, from Opus. I've got a bunch of different sound cues ready for this campaign. Sound is very immersive. I've shared the link with my players, so it's not just going to be on the stream. If they want to listen along, they can listen in their own headphones, and I kind of recommend it because it'll be creepy. I promise no jump scares. No jump scares. It's not going to be all of a sudden a witch's cackle when you're not expecting it. But it just helps set the mood. So super excited to have the people at Opus have provided all the sound for this. So I want to give them a shout out. We're obviously using OBS to stream. Shout out to them. And then, of course, friends of the stream, Fantasy Grounds. We'll be using Fantasy Grounds for our characters and maps and pictures and all that sort of stuff. Super excited to be using them as well. So given that, any other thoughts or concerns before we start?
I wanted to add a seed of fear. I'm really afraid of leveling up.
I would hate to face that.
You'd hate to face it'd be terrible to level up.
That would
All right,
be
then.
probably the worst thing you could do to me. Mhm, I think so. That sounds right.
Excellent. I will keep that in mind. And maybe the others will level up and you won't, because you're scared of it.
Perfect.
Burn.
But without further ado, we will get this campaign kicked off. Your heroes had been in the past contacted by an elderly human gentleman who, for your own reasons, which we will dive into in flashback mode at certain points in the campaign of how you met him, have decided to become one of his acolytes. He is a monster hunter of sorts. He travels the mists, researching problems that crop up, entities of evil that need to be thwarted. Maybe some of you reached out to him because you needed his help. Maybe he reached out to you because he heard of some task you had done. Those details will be revealed down the line. But you all agreed that when he reached out, you would assist if you were able. And today is that day. Wherever you are visited by something you saw in his potion shop. A raven with a distinct gray streak of feathers, slightly offset on the left-hand side of its head, running all the way down its neck into its back. And you recognize this as Ruduolph van Richten's familiar, who has a note clutched in a claw and drops it in front of you. The note to each of you reads, "Recent developments here in Mordenshire have me needing some quick assistance. Bring all your gear, as who knows where this investigation will take us. Others will be joining us. Meet me in front of the old bookshop. I am gathering some supplies and will be there shortly. Yours, Ruduolph van Richten. What would you like to do?
I mean, it's a question of, are we all in the same domain?
It is assumed that you have recently come here as part of your connection to him.
Okay.
So you are currently residing in this domain, which is the domain of Mordant. And his village, the village he lives in, is a coastal town called Mordantshire.
And gather what provisions are needed for assisting. I travel light anyway, and make my way to Mordenshire.
Dell is unused to being out of his grove, so he has really just been waiting for this note. He doesn't know how to pass the time exactly. So when the raven appears and the note is dropped in front of him, he silently crumples it in his fist, stands up. He is already prepared to leave, and walks out of the inn.
Excellent.
Chalkboard has been kept up in an abandoned wine cellar with a younger like bluish gray skinned tiefling named Meredith, and he goes over to her and hands her a pouch with half of his gold in it, and says, "Use this if you need it." Oh wait, wait, my voice. Go ahead and use this if you need it. Whatever you need to take care of him, okay? And I will lean down and I will kiss my 3-month-old in her arms on the head. And I will.
She
A
turned
3-month-old.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, a 3-month-old.
Very good age, very 3-month-old.
So the child kind of responds with a slight smile while sleeping to your kiss, and she says, "I'll keep him safe."
And yourself too, okay? And he'll go and he ends up stuffing his pockets full of different bits and bobs and scraps. You see, I guess, should I do a character description now? Or not
I was
yet?
waiting till you all saw each other,
No
but you
worries.
can do it now if you want.
No, I will just gather my goods and make my way there.
Helen does the same. She gathers her bag. She's already packed and ready to go, and follows the crowd.
So as you make your way to the old bookshop in town, it's pretty one of the pretty larger buildings. It's not a big village. There are some notable buildings, one of which is, Van Richten's got a potion shop here, an alchemy shop, as it were, that he runs from here. And not too far, a couple of blocks away from that, is the bookshop that he wrote about in his note, and that he told you to meet near the steps. This evening is night is coming. It is the end of the day, and as is pretty normal for this town that you've experienced for however long you've been here. A very damp mist rolls in off of the harbor, and the town kind of just gets a little colder and wetter almost every night. And it's not mists like you feel them in the sense of the domains of dread and the borders that keep each of these domains as they are. But it definitely brings upon a chill that has a disconcertingly eerie feel to it, no matter how many days you've been here. There definitely feels like there is something supernatural about it as the mists kind of just impermeate your skin because it's so cold and so damp as you move through town. As you get near the steps, you do see out in the middle of the road a strange sight. What is normally a three-way intersection of sorts, dead center of it, you see a large 3-story house attached to what appears to be a stone tower. This was not here yesterday when you walked through town. And you see there's a small cart with a donkey, and offloading out of the cart, you see your friend, Van Richten.
Point of order. Is that giant creepy face in the sky?
As you look up, you do see the clouds over the house kind of form into what looks to be some sort of ghostly shape for a brief moment. And then it dissipates.
Sick. Sick.
And there's also your friend, Ruduolph van Richten. As you approach, you do see other people moving towards the house. So now would be the time for each of you to describe what you look like.
Go ahead, Corin.
Oh, before you see standing a hunched over, probably only standing around like 5'7", but if he was fully upright, probably closer to 6'2"-ish. Lupin with black fur, with a bit of gray fur starting to speckle around. He wears a pair of opticals on his face and a cowboy hat. He wears a white shirt that has been cuffed up to his elbows with a black vest and bandolier full of different pouches. His pants are supposed to be black, but almost stained with this powder of white on it. Looking like from continuous usage. Well, howdy, friend.
Walking from the other side, it's a very nondescript looking clothed individual holding a ball of silvery light in his hand. Ahead of him, the drab clothes are betrayed by flowing golden hair underneath the hood and bright eyes of two different colors, one canary yellow and one sapphire blue, giving him a striking, unforgettable appearance that he's clearly trying to detract from. He seems to have his attention more towards the sky than anything else, watching the clouds. A nervous gait as he approaches and says, "Van Richten, why have you called me?"
Well, it is not every day that the mists deposit a new building in our town. This is unnatural, and we must figure out what is going on.
At this sort of striding with purpose, definitely moving quietly and very skillfully as though he is sort of at home in the outdoors, is sort of a tall and wiry figure with a lot of lean muscle. He's about 6 feet tall, you would guess. And as he gets closer, you notice that his sort of mottled cloak is not pulled against the mist. He seems very unbothered by the chill. And as his features start to resolve, you sort of notice tan skin, but around his entire neck, almost from front to back, is a wide, pale scar that looks like his head has almost been separated from his shoulders at one point in time. He's sort of wearing patchy, sort of brown and green tunic and jerkin, as though he's trying to sort of blend in an outdoor environment. There's a bow strung across his back. Two pommels of swords hang at each of his, hips. And he approaches and just sort of stands silently and looks at Van Richten for a second, and he says, "This better be worth leaving my grove."
It will be exciting one way or another.
I approach, or Helen approaches slowly, but up the steps as well. And she's a beautiful tan high elf with a mass of flaming curls. And she has bright green eyes that dance mischievously but are always watching and planning. She's clad in simple leather pants and a white sailor shirt with a leather corset, and she is no stranger to a group. She approaches and she's confident that she's ready to join.
Excellent. So as you see this building, you see that it is very obvious from the outside that this building is run down. There are vines that kind of crawl over the front porch a little bit. They're not attached to the ground, but they were probably attached to some ground at some point. And they still kind of weave their way through some of the warped and broken boards on the front porch. Um, and it's also quite obvious that the make and construct of the house is very different from the tower. It's likely this tower is much older in its construction and styling than the house itself.
So now what do you
Van
need me
Richten, is
for?
it locked?
We must investigate. I need help investigating this place. We must understand what is going on with this place and why it just randomly appeared. And perhaps if it is able to be sent away.
Well, now I understand. And I'll start walking towards the house.
Sharing a map.
Wanderer's gonna kneel down outside of the house, at the base of like the wall of the foundation, and run his fingers to see if it's actually attached to the ground. Like try and dig out a little bit under the foundation to see like if it's settled, if there's something there.
Sure. Give me a perception or investigation, your choice.
Map is locked, by the way.
Thank you.
First roll of the game, and it's a 10.
Super exciting.
Don't you miss that like plus 15?
Yeah, what happened to my plus 17 perception? Jeez.
So, yeah, right. We just went from level
rode off
20,
into
folks,
the sunset. Yeah.
down to level 1. But with the 10, and what you're asking is not difficult to see. Yeah, the ground here underneath this house kind of belongs to the house. So in addition to the house appearing, some of the land has appeared underneath it as well. So the pylons that hold up the front porch go into the dirt like you would expect. They're not severed at the dirt level. If that
At
makes
this,
sense.
I'll sort of look at Van Richten, and I'll kind of hold up some of the dirt and let it fall through my fingers and say, "Do you recognize the dirt? It's not from here."
Collect me a sample. We should inspect that. That is smart thinking. See, I knew I called on you all for a good reason. Collect me a sample. I will inspect it inside.
I'll pull out a pouch.
All right.
As he says that, because I have so many pockets. I will pull out a bottle.
If the land itself came from somewhere else, we should walk the perimeter and see how wide the land goes.
I'll go this way,
on
you
a
go
map,
that
and
way.
You are welcome to walk a perimeter.
Well, Dell is sort of already that way, so he just sort of shrugs and starts walking.
Would it be possible to make a survival check to see where new dirt ends and old dirt begins?
Sure.
That's
Yeah.
that's kind of what I was gonna attempt.
Yeah. So give me a survival check.
I will give him the help action, as I am also proficient.
There you go. So someone can roll with advantage.
All right, that is a 24.
So yeah, as you are inspecting the dirt and start to kind of look around and follow around the edge of the building,
And I will be going this way, just so you know.
Sure.
I'm walking this way on the map.
yeah, you do notice that this porch, again, is rickety throughout, and where you're standing is the soil you're used to, is the road you're used to. But everything at the edge of that porch, underneath it, is different. Right? So it's as if just plopped there, right? So, and you're able to discern that as you kind of follow around. This porch is covered at this height, so there is like the top of it, it has a roof on the porch around this whole area, so which would be equal to the floor of the second story of the building.
As we're walking, I'll introduce myself. I guess I should have formally introduced myself. People call me Chalkboard, and I'll reach my hand out towards Dell.
Dell will sort of look down at your hand and sort of look up at you, and Dell, good to meet you. Do I do something with that hand?
Typically you would shake it.
He sort of grabs your hand like a little too hard and just sort of vigorously moves it around. Shake it.
And I'll kind of try to take control of the handshake and demonstrate how it's supposed to be done.
Nice.
You do notice that his forearm and hand.
As they're handshaking.
Oh, go ahead.
As they're handshaking, can Helen approach the door?
Sure.
Can she try and pick the lock?
You can inspect it. You could either investigate or perceive, your choice. Just tell me which one you're gonna roll to see about what the door is like.
Investigate.
Great.
But I don't have abilities to roll.
That's okay. Yep, Justin's working on it. There it is. 16 investigation check. So as you look, this door does definitely look like it has got some weather rot. So it might be a little stuck, but you're not seeing any contraptions or locks um, or any traps or anything that's obviously going to bar you, other than you might have to give it a hard shove.
I'm not the biggest though, so anyone else want to give it a hard shove?
I suppose I could. Van Richten's over there with you.
And Richten, you'll
Alright,
break
as
a
I-
hip. I'll be there.
As
I
I
am-
finish learning a handshake, we'll start kind of making our way back this way.
Okay.
As we're standing out here, Chalkboard is kind of back to everyone, looking behind us, seeing if there's anyone following us, looking at us.
So, Wander hip checks the door and bounces off of it without much of anything and just kind of rubs his side.
You do hear it creak a little bit. So it's not going to take much to move it, but that wasn't definitely not enough.
But a 3 is not it.
Right.
After you fail, Chalkboard will walk up and he would like to inspect the hinges. I would like to attempt to use mending to try to make the hinges more malleable.
Okay, so you're going to kind of kick off some rust
Yeah, I'm going to try and repair.
with the mending spell. Yeah, you can definitely do that. You cast your spell and you see some rust kind of flake off and some shiny pieces of metal appear, and it does look like the hinges are in better shape than they were.
I'll then tap Wanderer on the shoulder and go, "You got this, buddy. Try again." And I'll cast guidance on him.
Rather not, but all right.
With a D4.
Oh, it didn't work.
14.
So yeah, you hip check it, and this time the door does swing open. It creaks really loud as it does, and you look in and you can see. You guys have proper lighting, right?
I think
Yeah.
everybody but me has dark vision.
You're seeing things properly, as you would expect to from the outside in, right?
Yep.
Okay, cool.
I got my light spell on, so yeah.
Okay, great. Peeling wallpaper and a musty scent cling to the walls of this spacious foyer. A curving staircase rises from the cracked tile floor to a balcony above, keeping its distance from a darkened chandelier. Doors lead in every direction. At the room's center, a bronze sculpture of an antlered eagle perches atop a marble pedestal.
Well, shit, that's cool.
I dislike your definition of cool.
It has
Right.
antlers.
And that's okay.
It shouldn't.
I mean, you're not wrong.
Any volunteers to go in first?
No, not I.
I'm not scared, and I'll step in.
Yeah, fine. I'm kind of right behind you.
The name is Wanderer.
Oh, I guess we
As I
didn't
brush
actually.
past. Yeah.
I forgot to
As
do
I
an
brush
introduction
past-
with you.
Del, I have learned the handshake. And I put my hand out.
Timidly grasp it.
Van
He
Richten looks very
shakes-
confused.
He sort of shakes your hand like a normal person and walks inside behind chalkboard. And also looks at Helen and goes, Del. Holds out his hand.
She firmly shakes your hand.
I think this is a good handshake. And I go inside.
And who might you be? And looking over towards Helen.
I'm Helen, and I'm a little scared to follow in after this. It does have antlers on it, but I think I could help.
I sure as hell
There
could
is-
use more help.
There is nothing to be afraid of. It's just a statue. Right?
I'd like to investigate the statue.
Yes. There's absolutely never anything uncanny about statues.
So, you like to look at the statue, no problem. Give me a Arcana check if you are proficient.
I am, and I'd like to guide myself. A total of 16.
You would recognize that creature as a Periton. So let me pull that up so I can give you the knowledge you would know about this. Peritons are monstrous predators that hunt people, particularly humans and elves, in favor of all other prey. With the bodies of mighty avian scavengers and fanged stag-like heads, they use ambush tactics to dive bomb travelers. Strangely, the shadows that they cast resemble humanoid silhouettes. It's a supernatural oddity that lends credence to stories that Peritons are cursed humans or elves, or that they arise from carrion birds that feed on the corpses of villains. That's the knowledge that Chalkboard would have.
And I would relay that information to the group, but specifically Van Richten.
Well, she's an elf and I'm a human, so I guess we win. And I'll step in, bringing my light with me to shine up over my head.
I approach after.
I would like to.
Okay.
Oh, go ahead.
Can I use Mage Hand?
To do what?
I don't know that I can I touch it with it?
Yeah. So the way this Mage Hand spell works is, make sure I'm saying it right because they may have changed it in this edition. So you can be at a distance away from it. Oh, thank you, whoever posted that.
You're welcome.
Spectral floating hand appears at a point you choose within range, which is 30 feet from you. It'll last for a minute, so you can have it active for a minute. It vanishes if it moves more than 30 feet away from you, or if you cast the same spell again. You can use the hand to manipulate an object, open an unlocked door or container, stow or retrieve an item from an open container, or pour contents out of a vial. As a magic action, on your later turns, you can control the hand thus again, so you can move it, make it do another thing each subsequent round. It cannot attack, it cannot activate magic items, or carry more than 10 pounds. And this statue's obviously more than 10 pounds, so you wouldn't be able to lift it, but you can interact with it. You can make the hand touch it.
see if it's magical or not.
Right. And when the hand touches it, nothing happens.
Well, ain't that nifty, looking at the floating hand in front of me.
It tries to shake your hand.
Very confused.
That's something Mage Hand could do. It could shake a hand.
Well, yeah, with 5 pounds of force.
Could also take the rings off his fingers.
Whoa!
That's right.
I would like to actually go up and closely inspect the statue and see if there's any secret compartments, any levers, any engravings, anything notable on it.
Give me an investigation.
Mm-hmm. And I will guide myself again. If I remember I have it for the first episode, maybe I'll remember I'll have it for the rest of the campaign.
Right.
22.
With a 22 investigation, you thoroughly search it. There's no hollow spots. There's no false compartments. There's no hidden inscriptions. It is a decorative statue in someone's foyer.
Yeah, no, it's just a pretty cool statue, folks.
Does it look like the kind of statue that represents like the crest of a noble house or something that would kind of be representative of a known how nobility? You know what I mean?
Like a plaque or...
That's
Yeah,
give me a history check.
Alrighty. I'm not a very smart feller. That's a 6. I remain not a very smart feller.
You've seen crests with antlers. You've seen crests with with flying creatures. You've seen all those kind of things. So this could be that. None of it's ringing a bell specifically to this creature.
That makes sense.
Chalkboard's going to turn back to Van Richten and say, are we worried about any unwanted guests in here? Should we be more careful, or is our presence known here?
We
It's
are
a house.
the unwanted guests.
It's a manor that appeared out of thin air. I don't think the possibility of it being inhabited is out of the question.
Well, I must admit that is why I asked for some assistance. I wasn't going to enter on my own. In case, there were things, creatures, spirits, who knows? That's what we're here to find out, though. Yes, that is the exciting part about this. Perhaps we learn some history along the way.
You just tell me where to lead.
I'm going to lean against this door here, and I would like to try and stealthily crack it and peek through.
Give me a stealth check.
17.
Okay. You get it open just enough, and you feel resistance in your hand just as your eyeball can kind of see through, and you realize if you push any harder, it's gonna squeak.
Mm-hmm.
Right? But you do stop yourself from that squeak. So you do just peer it open, and
My passive perception is 17, so I do
Right.
kind of notice.
Nice. This appears to be some form of what you can tell is a sitting room. There is a fireplace and some furniture that you can see through the crack in the door.
Is the fireplace lit?
It is not.
Okay. Important distinction.
Yes. Correct.
Seems to be some kind of antechamber. don't see anybody else in here, and I'll gently close it back.
Same kind of cobwebs, same kind
Mhm.
of disrepair.
You don't want to get a closer look in there?
We should thoroughly inspect the ground floor to make sure there's no one behind us when we go upstairs.
I
do
think that's
not
why
want to be surprised.
I would love to find a room that we would like to maybe make our like base or like where we can make secure.
Rendezvous point?
Yeah.
Close to the entrance.
'Cause I want to take some time and inspect that soil you collected for me, and
Yeah, well,
perhaps that would be smart if we find that place. But no rush. And he's standing against the
Wanderer.
wall, just kind of
Did you
waiting for you
did you
guys to do your
see
thing.
did you see another door in the room you checked?
Didn't get it open far enough. I didn't want to disturb anyone in there yet. But there is
Let
a
us-
fireplace and couches.
Let us look. If it is comfortable and there are things to make obstructions and not other entrances, I think we have found our strong point.
Yeah, I'll squeak that up open.
The door creaks open. And in this room, like I said, you see these different seated areas. But you also see there is 2 other doorways in this room. One to the east and one to the north. And as you enter the room, who stepped in first? Wanderer?
Yep.
Mhm.
As you step into the room, please roll me a d20.
Oh.
Ah,
Hold on. Something bad might happen.
Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, God.
It's not me that has to worry about natural ones. It's Helen.
Okay. And now roll me another d20.
19.
Okay. You see a spectral form of a looks to be some sort of like noble, well-dressed person act as if they're being shoved to the ground in front of you, and they kind of look back over their shoulders scared and stand up and move forward towards that north doorway, and they dissipate before they get to the door. You're the only one that catches that in the room.
Well, Van Richten, I have good news and I have bad news. The good news is this just got interesting.
I was
The bad
hoping.
news is ghosts.
When you say ghosts, I need everyone to make a perception check.
Oh, Ellen just got a natural 1, so she needs to make a con save.
Natural 20 for a 22.
natural 20 for a 27.
Okay.
So Helen goes to make this perception check, and her eyes just kind of glaze over as she gets lost in thought. She is incapacitated for a round.
Fun.
So,
And Wanderer gets a 7.
okay, so Wanderer and Helen do not notice, but the other 2 of you notice as you turn to see Van Richten's response to what Wanderer just said, is there seems to be a ghostly presence standing next to Van Richten, looking like they are guarding him. and that ghostly presence meets your eyes and fades. And the two of you also with your high rolls notice Van Richten has no awareness of that creature, and it was right next to him. And he says, well, ghosts are interesting for sure.
It was shoved to the ground and then went out the north door. There's a north exit and an east exit to this room.
I was also... Yeah, right. Yes, next room.
Do we want to check the
Ellen,
east room?
snap in her face.
Chalkboard will walk in and go and check the east door, see if there's any traps on the door.
You can give me a perception check on the door.
$24.
The door seems to be clear of any obstructions. It doesn't have a lock on it. Just has a normal latch.
Yeah, I will unlatch it.
Okay. You open it up. Overstuffed furniture faces a handsome concert harp, dramatically sculpted with a flock of flying doves. The room is dusty and damp.
I don't think this room will do. Feels a bit icky in here. But I do see doors in there.
There is a door on the north wall of that room as well.
Heard. I will. There is still a door though if we want to continue through. Turning to Van Richten. You have any care for this harp?
I do not. I am not musically inclined, if that's what you're asking me.
I'd like to step into the room.
All right.
The apparition went out the north.
I'm trying to avoid that on purpose.
But this room has a door to the north.
So as you step into that room, let's see. Be in the right spot.
On my way by Van Richten, I say,
There was someone behind you. He's gone now.
I step into the room.
He kind of jerks around and looks. Strange. Thank you, friend. And you see he's very wary.
Yeah, I imagine.
So in this room with the harp,
Mhm.
The furniture looks very, very rotted, but the harp looks pristine.
Yeah, I wanted to go investigate that.
How are you investigating it?
I don't want to touch it yet, but I want to kind of like almost appraise it. See if there's any magical qualities to it that I can see. Stuff like that.
So you can give me an investigation check.
Guidance. For an 18.
You are very much aware of the quality of this instrument. It is probably you know, one of the most beautiful instruments you've ever seen and probably worth lots of money.
Mhm.
It is in pristine condition, like almost as if someone has been taking care of it. But obviously, based on the surroundings, that seems unlikely.
Heard. Yeah, it looks like this may be a special harp to someone. I think I should touch it.
I was gonna say, do you think you should touch it? Maybe shake its hand.
I will go and I will use one of my elongated fingernails to pluck one of the strings.
I need you to make me a wisdom saving throw, please.
19 on the die.
So, you feel, as you pluck it, you feel a musical presence kind of fill you, but you resist its pull, and the note kind of just plays. And those of you in the room, yourself included, Chalkboard, you plucked one string, but you heard multiple notes.
Yeah, this is gonna take a little more closer inspection, I think. We can maybe come back to this, or maybe find its owner first. I'm not sure.
Not sure that we want to find its owner either.
You know, that's fair. My vote is to keep avoiding where the ghosts were going. But if you guys would rather, we're more than welcome to.
There was already a ghost in the foyer, so you have failed.
Well, I meant the one that was being pushed to the north. That
I meant the one that was standing behind Van Richten.
Oh, yeah. I wasn't gonna mention that. I thought that was kind of his like little special quirk.
We are in a house that is presumably haunted, that has appeared on a street corner where there was no house. Probably good to mention ghosts.
You know what? That's fair. He seemed like he was chill with you at least. He gave off a protecting presence. If that makes you feel any better.
Well, perhaps the one to the north will also be chill.
Van Richten says, I did not feel the presence. I am usually quite aware of the supernatural around me. Are you sure you didn't see something else?
I saw a person. It seemed to be a ghost. It could also be a hallucination, an effect of this place, perhaps a mirage or an illusion, but there was a man behind you.
If it's worth anything, I saw it too. So, if
That's
what?
2 votes for man behind you.
What did you see, Helen?
I also saw a man behind you.
Interesting.
Our ghost count is up to 3.
3.
3 votes for man behind you.
Yeah.
Oh. I thought you were saying we've seen 3 ghosts.
1 and a possible second.
Interesting. Where to next?
Well, Do you feel comfortable setting up shop in this music room? Perhaps you can look into the harp as you look at the soil. It is near the entrance and has no other doors.
Oh, it has 2 doors that go north.
Never mind, I didn't hear that part.
Yeah, I say we maybe keep looking for maybe a safer, sounder place.
We are getting farther from the entrance.
You wanna?
Perhaps it would behoove us to look slightly to the west.
What side of the house is the tower on?
The west side.
Never mind.
The tower is the southwest corner of the house.
Oh yeah,
Okay,
right. The
so-
direction we're going or would go. Never mind.
Yeah. That's a 10-4, good buddy.
Let's check the door closer to the wall of the house, but still to the north, over here. Trying to find a cutoff somewhere.
Where you are?
Yep.
All right,
Okay.
I'm going to step into the room so he's not opening more doors by himself.
Okay. That door is actually like a sliding door.
Oh. I will carefully slide it open.
This is the north door or the west? You went to the west.
I went through the west to a north door in the west room.
Okay.
Or east, sorry, east.
So
East,
as-
sir.
as you slide that open, you see chairs and candelabras covered in dusty sheets attend this hall's broad dining room table. Still life paintings depicting multiple grand feasts hang on the walls, their faded oils making the food look rotten.
Dell has lit a torch in this room because he does not. Strangely enough, no dark vision. No dark vision on a reborn.
Yeah,
Uh-oh.
yeah.
So as you
So
walked
this-
away from me with your light, you stopped being able to see. So
So this room has a fireplace as well. It's like a double fireplace matching the one that was in that first sitting room. So
Mhm.
there's a pass through there because it's double-sided fireplace, chimney
Yep.
in the center kind of thing. And there's no fire in it right now. So that's on the western wall, and then there is a doorway on the western wall past the fireplace, about halfway up the room, and the far north end of the room has another door. And there's a table chairs kind of covered in sheets and what have you. And there's like a sideboard that looks to have some cutlery and maybe some china on it.
I'll turn to Van Richten and say, do you prefer working on a table?
My back prefers it.
As long as you want to clean up their supper from a few nights ago.
Oh no, the rotting food was in the pictures on the wall.
Oh,
no, there's no
heard.
food on the
Oh,
table.
heard. My apologies.
It was there were paintings of feasts,
Heard.
and the oil has like dripped and makes it look like they're rotting.
Oh, heard. Then I'll step into this room.
Okay.
That was a music change.
yeah.
It's funny, I have a playlist by room.
This song is worse than the other one.
As you enter and get eyes into the room, one of the sheets over a chair looks like it's over a person sitting in a chair.
Hey, Helen, you got that little spectral hand thing?
Helen, I will follow you in and stand behind you and use the mage hand.
As the hand goes over, I put my hand on my hip, over my whip.
Oh, okay. I
I-
thought you were just making a sassy pose. Of your
Well,
Nice human shield.
what did you say, Justin?
Gotcha.
You're...
No, I was just quoting a bad song. I was muted, and I'm glad.
As the mage hand reaches out for and like kind of tugs the sheet slowly over, you see sitting in this chair is a child-sized doll in a frilly red dress. A white patch covers a missing eye. The other eye is a button eye that is there, but there's a white patch over the one eye.
Oh my god, it's Vora.
We leave this room. This is not a good base
Um,
setup with that.
Yeah,
They're gonna watch us.
maybe we put the blanket back on.
Why, the vibes are immaculate.
You know, it's just a little disheartening, just a little. But Van Richten, this room does have a lot of doors. I don't know if you want to set up in here still.
I suppose I mean, I feel like we're going to be faced with doors everywhere. I mean, maybe there's somewhere better.
No.
What is in the music room, like furniture-wise? Does it look like enough that if we spent a little time with some chairs and things like that, we could make some makeshift barricades to keep the doors shut?
There's definitely some rotted seated seats in the music room that you could barricade a door with
If
if you
we
wanted to barricade one door. But there's two that go into the kitchen and one that goes to the hallway or to the sitting room.
Into the
Yeah.
kitchen?
Sorry, into the dining room.
this is
I was
about
like, wait a second.
25 feet. If we flipped the table, could we kind of barricade this corner door like this?
Yeah.
Are you asking this in character?
No, I'm asking this above table. I'm with my intelligence of space. Do I think if I flipped this table, I could wedge it and almost like block this door shut? Oh no, other way.
To some degree, yes.
Okay, because if we can,
I mean, incorporealness aside, yes.
fair.
Yeah, sure.
You know what?
That's what I was getting at. Is somebody mentioning barricades out loud?
Well, how about we just set you up here in this here music room, and I will out of one of my pouches pull out a spool of string.
What should I do with the string?
Oh, I'm just gonna set up a little barrier around you if that's okay. It's just a little alarm, just in case any unwanted guests come towards you.
Oh. Yes, by all means.
And I will set up a 20-foot cube. I think here. And just put him in the corner of the house, unless anyone objects.
Oh, and we know enough of Van Richten to know that he can fend for himself at least for a
Yeah.
little
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct.
I will have.
He's not a defenseless person. You know what I mean? He's not a level 1 commoner.
Yeah. I will have it be a mental alarm. I don't want it to be a out loud and alert the whole house alarm.
So what how does the alarm spell currently work? Does it,
Yeah.
if anything enters that?
Yeah, you set an alarm against intrusion. Choose a door, a window, or an area within range that is no larger than a 20-foot cube. So I'm going to do the whole 20-foot cube. Until the spell ends, an alarm alerts you whenever a creature touches or enters the warded area. When you cast the spell, you can designate creatures that won't set off the alarm. You also choose whether the alarm is audible or mental. I will do the mental alarm. You are alerted by a mental ping if you are within 1 mile of the warded area. This ping awakes you if you're asleep.
And who are you allowing to?
All of us. Can go through this alarm without setting it off.
Including Van Richten.
Yes.
Okay.
And if his ghost is still behind him and is considered a creature, but I don't think his ghost is still behind him, correct?
Are you trying to find his ghost?
I will look for it and attempt to designate it.
Give me a perception check.
Perception. 12.
You do not see it.
Alright, then I cannot designate it. But, presuming it stays in the 20-foot cube, it won't set it off. It's only when it enters the cube.
Gotcha. Okay.
That does take me about 11 minutes to do, so if there's anything anyone wanted to do during that time. Take a phone call.
We think that this. I'll just go ahead and open this northwestern door here as well, and just make sure it leads to the room that we think it leads to.
Correct. It does.
Okay.
Portal to
Sometimes they.
Sometimes they don't.
They don't. Like,
Yeah, sometimes they don't. That's a very fair assessment.
a door can really open to anywhere. You know what I mean? Any
He says,
pizza
"I
is a
will
personal pan
unpack
pizza."
and begin to assess this dirt. Let me know if you find anything interesting."
Yeah, will do.
While
Where'd Wanderer wander off to?
he's directly behind me, he's just
Oh.
standing in the room.
Oh.
He hasn't moved.
He's just quiet.
Literally stayed put the whole time. Is the least wandering. Did you recover the doll, Corn?
I asked Helen to. I don't know if Helen did.
She will. She'll use the mage hand. She had to step away for a second.
No worries.
I am. I'm not a. I've said repeatedly, I'm not a very smart man. And I need something to do for 10 minutes. So I am going to take a look at the doll while he is casting his spell.
Okay. So you're going back into the room by the
Peeks
doll?
under the
Yes.
under the cloth.
So that would be here.
Yes, please play. Wasn't sure exactly which cloth, so please place me.
When you pull
I
it
can't.
off-
There's a creepy doll in a haunted house. How can you not fuck with it?
when you pull it off, please roll me a d20.
Oh, sure. Yep, absolutely.
Heyo. Hey.
18.
Okay. 18.
And give me another d20.
Scott, I don't like that. I don't know why I had a -5 somehow, but so that was 16. Unless I'm supposed to have a -5.
I think you may have accidentally
Yep.
clicked it in the bottom corner.
I
Oh,
might
you
have
might have clicked the
accidentally.
bottom.
Yeah, I might have clicked the modifier when I was trying to pick up the die.
Yeah, so 16. Okay.
Yes.
So as you're pulling this off, you hear a voice say to you, "State your business." It's a very gruff and female voice. Give me an insight check.
It says state your business.
Yeah, state your business here. Give me an insight check.
8.
That it speaks with a level of authority is the best I can give you with an 8.
Yeah, fair enough. State your business here. Quietly, I will just sort of. Is it? Do I hear it, or is it in my head?
It sounded like it came from the doll.
It sounded like it came from the doll.
Like as you're pulling it off, you hear it,
yeah.
and then you're staring at the face of this button-eyed, patch-eyed doll.
Got it. And it asks me to state my business.
So
here.
you didn't
So
see any
seemingly.
manifestation.
I
but you
look
heard
up
it,
to see if
right?
Wandy or Helen heard this.
You heard nothing. They're in the room
So
with
they
you.
are just looking
Correct.
blankly sort of
They
back
see
at
you
me.
pull the thing off the doll.
Okay. I will sort of look down at the doll and I will say, investigation.
There's no response. There's no
Discovery.
acknowledgement. There's nothing. No response to your answer.
Well,
Do you often narrate your actions?
I am alone much of the time, so possibly.
And he sort of looks a little confused for a second. And then he looks back down at the doll. Does the patch look like it has been like sewn on? Is it like
It is
like an
definitely
eye?
sewn into the face. Yes.
So it's not like an eye patch kind of thing. It's like sewn onto the doll.
Correct.
Okay. Does it look like on or around the patch there's any like string where there used to be a button eye, or is the patch kind of like fully obscuring everything? Does that question make sense?
By the geography of the patch and the other eye and the other facial features, you would think that the string for the button would be under the patch.
Got it. I'll sort of cock my head a little bit and say,
What happened to your eye?
There's no response.
They've always been two different colors.
he'll kind of look up again. He's like,
The doll spoke. But also, your eyes are kind of neat.
I kind of look at the doll and sort of, even better. Perfect. Thank you, Scott.
Yep.
I'll sort of look at the doll and I'll say,
Would you like to explore with me? Is this your house?
No response from the doll.
Very well.
I've asked permission. I will very tentatively pick up the doll.
Okay. You feel the doll's for its size, it's very light and easy to carry. Dusty, like you almost cough from the dust that comes off of it as you do that.
What is the doll made out of? Is it like a porcelain or or is it like squishy, like a soft?
It's
like
a
big
softer doll. It's mostly made of it's mostly made of like hay and burlap kind of, it's not a
Mhm.
rich material, but it does have a pretty dress, like the skin's burlap, but the dress is a finer material.
It's not holding anything or anything
Nope.
like that.
Nope.
I will sort of mutter, sorry about this, and I will squeeze a little bit to see if there's like an object in the doll.
Object in the doll.
Yeah,
Interesting.
like like a key, or like any
If
shape
there's
that I can
anything
feel.
like stuff inside the stuffing is what you're looking for.
Right, exactly.
Okay.
There's a squeak toy.
There does not appear to be anything of substance inside. You're basically squishing stuffing.
Got it. Okay. I am not going to take the patch off because that seems very rude. Um, it is spoken to me, so it's a person until otherwise proven. So I will say,
Please let me know if I do anything you don't like. We are trying to be respectful and understand why this house is here.
and I will very gently sort of like cradle the doll, like not exactly like a real baby, but I'm not just like cavalierly like swinging it around, or
Right.
do you know what I mean?
You're being
Like
gentle with it. Right.
yeah, it's kind of like tucked in the crook of my arm a little bit, and I'm just sort of trying to be gentle with it, other than apologizing and then squeezing it to see if it had anything in it in the stuffing. I'm trying to treat it respectfully and gently.
Am I
So, yeah.
mistaken in thinking that this is like adult size, like a mannequin?
That's what
It's
I'm picturing.
it's a probably the equivalent of like a 12
I'm
year
picturing
old.
like Raggedy Andy. Yeah, I'm picturing like a Raggedy Andy kind of a thing, like 2 or 3 feet.
It's not like
kind
a child's doll.
right.
It's not a little baby.
Bigger
It is
than
a doll of a child.
It's a doll of a child.
Like 3 or 4
Okay.
feet tall, if it's
Correct.
12.
Correct.
Yeah.
Okay. While he's fondling his doll,
Nope, absolutely not. Nope.
Respectfully investigating.
X9.
um,
The hand is not up the skirt, okay?
I'm gonna give a thorough
Respect.
investigation of these paintings to see if there's any kind of commonality, common theme, a story to be told.
Yeah. They really just look like they were once beautiful paintings of a gorgeous feast set on a table much like this one. But time has ruined them.
But not this table.
Correct.
Okay.
What are the objects arranged on the table, Scott, that I'm kind of seeing there? Is that like a teapot?
So in the room there is candelabras on the table.
Candelabras.
Right.
I can see that.
With
Okay.
with way burned down candles.
Yeah.
Like various heights and what have you. Could probably be lit. If dusted a little bit, probably would light right up. And then on the sideboard there was some like broken and cracked and bent dishware and bent spoons and that kind of thing. So
I'll kind of look at Helen and the Wanderer, and I will sort of say,
It seems we have interrupted a tea party.
right. And
and that's probably about 10 minutes. Yep.
I was gonna say that's probably the casting time for chalkboard.
Awesome. Alrighty. He should be safe in there. Where do we want to go now?
Can we go more east in this room, or is our only option north?
Your only option is north and west out of the
Oh,
dining
what
room.
a lovely tea party.
Yeah. Based on your spatial awareness, you're guessing and you're guessing that, and they don't really do a good job on this map showing windows. I would kind of guess there would have been, but they're not showing them, so I'm not going to say there are. But your guess would be that through that eastern wall is probably the porch that wrapped around the side of the building.
Okay.
So you feel like you're at the edge of the building spatially, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you have a
Awesome.
door on the western wall near where Dell is standing, and then north of Dell, there's a door at the far end.
This western wall would be the room the apparition was in.
Mhm.
You're a little bit further north than the room the apparition was in, so it would be the
Well, the-
room the apparition headed towards.
Right.
went into.
That's what I meant.
Correct.
Are we
And
lacking leaders?
Yeah.
Remind me again, what was the apparition? Like an adult?
An adult that got pushed to the ground, like, and stood up and ran.
Looked like a well-dressed noble.
Noble male, right? Or female?
Yes.
Male. Okay. Yeah,
Have
I
we
will.
seen any family portraits?
Nothing yet.
Or no people, just
Nothing yet.
rotting fruit and a weird antlered bird.
I would like to check
Correct.
this door for traps.
Okay. You inspect that door. No need to roll. It is not trapped.
Awesome. I will attempt to open it.
All right. It creaks open into what looks like a hallway. This hall is lined with broken picture frames,
Dun, dun,
missing their
dun.
pictures. And there is a rug with a very strange, almost dizzying geometric pattern covering the floor.
Heard.
Does the pattern, is it recognizable, like Arcana check? Does it look like any like runes or anything like that?
Make me an Arcana check.
13.
It doesn't look like anything you've experienced before. It's just one of those optically fucked up patterns.
Got it.
I'd like to poke my head in and see if I see.
You do see a door straight across from you, as well as a door to the south, which you would know spatially aware is the door that
Mhm.
goes to that first sitting room. And to the north, the hallway goes longer. There's a set of double doors also on the western wall, and another single door to the north. And down a slightly tighter hall. This hallway gets smaller, right?
Mhm.
So,
I'd like to poke my head and see if I see the ghosts that the Wanderer saw.
the ghost that you don't see any
Okay.
spectral anything in this room.
Yeah, I'll step in and I will, similar to what Dell did, open this door just to confirm. Leads where I
It
wanted
definitely
to.
does lead where you want it to. It leads back into that first sitting room you saw.
All right, we don't want to leave anything behind us, and I'll go ahead and inspect this door here.
Okay.
We'll step into the room and leave
see.
space for others to step in behind me. Which means I kind of shuffle up this hallway a little bit, in case that matters.
I'll also step in.
And I will be watching that north hallway to see if anything comes from that direction. While he is
Okay.
We're in the room with the creepy doll, right?
I'm still carrying the creepy doll.
Oh, wait, it's
brought it
with
with
us now. Okay.
Every room is the room with the creepy doll now.
Which way? Are you holding the face facing towards you or away from you?
Like looking out, like I'm like carrying it like a person, like I'm as best I can, like.
Alright.
Look, it spoke to me. I think it is connected to whatever weird shit is happening here.
This door is probably the first door that, as you inspect it, feels like it is relatively undamaged compared to the rest of the doors of the place in terms of its swelling with moisture or
Mm-hmm.
that kind of thing.
Yeah, I will.
It's not pristine by any means, but it is definitely in better shape.
Yeah, I will definitely carefully open this door.
All right. As you open this door and peer in, dozens of faded portraits cover this parlor's wall. The subject's eyes fixed on a circular table that bears an ornate covering. A wide mirror hangs over a tall fireplace set in the north wall.
And I will step in the room.
I'm sorry, did you say all of the portraits are looking in from different directions all at the table?
Correct.
Oh,
And
that's creepy.
as you step into that room, you see what is on the board on the table. I'm sharing an image.
Oh,
Okay. I don't know. I can't see this image.
It's a Ouija board.
What do I have to click on? No. Okay, set the doll down at the table and let's leave this room.
You don't want to ask the doll questions?
I don't think that's how a Ouija board works.
We have a haunted object, and we have a means for communicating with the beyond. Why not?
Yeah, I think you might have a point, and I'll come and I'll pull out a chair for Dale to set down the doll.
I will set the doll down at one of the chairs, and I will sit in the chair here.
I will go
As
back.
you guys
Oh,
enter, you're all in the room now. I need everybody to make Arcana checks.
Okay. Do you want me to go back where I came from, or is
No,
it
no,
okay
it's-
to make it? Okay.
Yeah, you could have made it to where you're talking about. That's not an issue.
I got a 17.
Wanderer got an
12.
8 and Helen got a 17.
What did Dell get?
12.
Okay. Helen, you notice around the doorway on each of the doors on the inside frame, there's one, the doorway you just came through, there's a door to the south and a door to the west. There are arcane symbols of protection etched into the woodwork of this room.
I'm the only one who saw this.
You saw it. You are the one that saw it. Correct.
Okay. Everyone, if you look at the doorways, there's arcane symbols of protection around them.
Chalkboard will go up to the door we came through, kind of look in the hallway, look both ways, make sure that there's no movement, and he will shut the door and have us be shut in this room.
I suppose that explains why it is in such good shape.
That definitely would probably help. I'm going to etch down these arcane symbols to bring back to Van Richten.
I'm actually going to
Believing.
pull out a coil of wire and point in the direction of Van Richten and cast a message and say, "We found a spirit board and arcane runes around door frames."
No, most excellent. I will move my base of operations then. It sounds like that's where I should be.
So
And you hear, yeah.
I'll go get Van Richten, and I'll open the door and escort him all the way here.
Which path do you take?
Across the hallway into the dining room, and then down south into the
Okay. All right. So
music
he
room.
gathers his stuff. What happens with the alarm spell if he leaves it? Is that okay?
That's yeah, it's fine for him to leave it.
Okay.
It's just
Uh,
if anything enters it, like that isn't him or us.
Make
goes
me
off.
a perception check on your way for the Wanderer.
And they call it a 9.
A 9. You think you see something out of the corner of your eye as you come into the room with him near the door to the west side of the room. Like as you poke your head in, you think you see something over there, but there's nothing there when you stare.
While the Wanderer is gathering Van Richten, I would like to investigate the fireplace, see if there's any loose bricks, secret compartments, trapdoors, secret tunnels.
Secret tunnel.
Inspecting the fireplace. 1 second.
Well, roll a d20.
1 Mississippi. Down the chimney fall 13 child-sized dolls. They are now flooding the room.
There's not that many things at the table. Gotta go.
They all turn
Maybe that's
to
the
you.
puzzle. We have to go set them up around the table and have a tea party.
Oh my god! We have to set up the Last Supper!
All right, this is that room. You do not find anything of note around the fireplace.
No worries, just wanted to check. My music stopped playing, just by the way.
Correct.
Alright.
Yeah,
Kinda
There's
hate
no
it.
creepy music for the Ouija
it's the
board room, or
quiet.
is it
It's the
because
quiet room. It's the sanctuary in here. Everything is protected. As Van Richten sits down, I'll sort of.
Are you familiar with these boards?
It's been some time, but yes, I am. Where's the planchette?
What?
The planchette. The device you move around on top of the board.
I look around for it.
Don't know.
Give me a perception check in the room or investigation, your choice.
I'll also be kind of like looking around the table and underneath it, like under the rug and stuff like that.
I will investigate.
20, dirty 20.
25. How does it feel? I did it back.
So with those investigation checks, you definitely do not see anything. You are positive there is not anything of note to that fit the description he describes. It's kind of like an inverse heart shape with a hole in it, and the hole kind of everybody puts their hands on it, and we try to contact spirits, and the hole goes, and the spirits guide the planchette to either spell out words or over top of symbols to tell us something. Perhaps we should do this. We should find the planchette and do this. This might tell us lots.
I thought so also. Plus, the doll spoke.
I'm
It
sorry,
asked
this
me
thing
our-
spoke?
It asked me our business here, and then
And
has
he
been
kind of
quiet.
slides his chair back a little bit away from the doll.
I thought perhaps if we used this board, we could communicate with it.
That would be smart, yes. But we must find
But
the
I suppose
planchette.
we need this planchette.
Yes, we must find it.
Excuse me, madam. Do you know where this planchette is? I'm gonna turn to
You're
the.
saying that to the doll?
Yep. Hand on the
There's-
And
chair.
put your hand out like a handshake.
The doll's head's kind of cocked to the side, just kind of looks at you. No response.
No.
It was worth
No
a shot.
response.
All right.
Does the button that her other eye is
look-
made out of look special in any way, or is it just like a plain button?
Plain old button.
Okay. I'd like to be on the
Under the
lookout
door?
for while we are searching rooms and stuff like that. Just in the back of my head, I'm also looking for a button to match this eye.
Fair enough.
Aren't they both buttons though?
One's missing.
Yeah, one's missing
One had
and
a
has an
patch
eye
over it.
patch.
But did you look under the eye patch?
No, that seemed rude.
So then
It's
how do you
sewn
know
on.
that the button isn't the replacement one?
Because it feels flat. Also true.
He
it
did
could have had
squeeze
no
He
it.
gave
eyes
her
to
a
begin
good
with.
feel.
He did squeeze on every bit of her.
I wanted to see if there was a hidden key. There was not.
Enter back out into this hallway and go north.
Get up from the table quickly and follow the person wandering off in the haunted house as fast as I can.
Oh, sorry, I'm looking for the device. Yeah, I probably shouldn't go alone.
Yes. No, you should not.
Okay, so you're
Are we
heading.
leaving the haunted room with the doll?
Yeah,
Or
we'll
are you
leave the
bringing
haunted
with us?
doll with Van Richten, and we'll close them both in the protected room.
Purposefully
of-
sat up facing him, direct
Yes,
eye
yes.
contact.
Yes.
Eye singular. Perfect.
Excellent. All right, so
What time,
this
Justin?
hallway goes north. You'll notice there's like a
You
series
need to
of
put on nice eyebrows, not angry eyebrows.
Right. There's a series of shelves on the right-hand side of that hallway there. There's double doors on the left hallway side, a door to the north, and then a door to the east at the very top of the hall.
Heard. And you said these were shelves?
Yes, I believe so. Let me double check. Oh, you guys are
Let's
back out.
search the shelves.
Hold on, you're back out. In the
Yeah.
room. There's music.
I'm back in the hallway.
See, I was
I'm
thinking if
glad
we
I
carried
can't
the
hear
doll
this
with us
creepy
everywhere,
music.
it'd be the same music.
No.
there is music that repeats. There is music that repeats.
Beat the system. Bring the rooms with
Just
us.
blows everything down.
These shelves are completely devoid of anything. They are empty and full of dust.
Guys, I think these shelves are empty. There's a lot of dust on them.
Then they are not empty.
And I will turn over to this double door and give it the once over.
Other than the tracks that we've made in the dust, are there any tracks in this hallway?
Good
Give me a
question.
survival check.
Sure. That is a 14.
Yes, there are other tracks.
Humanoid?
What a-
Booted footprints.
The size of a child or an adult?
Adult size.
So I will
Good question.
kneel down and kind of like circle around it in the dust to point it out to people. We're not alone.
And as you say that,
No.
that's where we're going to end tonight's session.
And creepy hallway.
All right. Super excited. Hope you guys are digging it. This is a fun little investigative adventure to kick us off into this campaign. having a lot of fun, being creepy and whatnot. Hopefully, you guys are starting to feel that. Um, we'll be joined by Jack at our next session. I will bring his character in with some sort of interesting way that you guys won't automatically think he's evil and kill him. So
And hopefully by next time, I'll get this computer issue worked out, and Stephanie will have her own computer and can roll her own dice.
No, I like you rolling for me. You rolled really well tonight.
Yeah.
I got lots of double digits, so we can keep that going. And I didn't have to hear the creepy music in a haunted house all by myself.
Right. Right. But no, super fun. Again, this is our new Wandering the Mist Ravenloft campaign, where we are starting in Van Richten's Guide of Ravenloft, but we will end up moving into Ravenloft: The Horrors Within, which is the new Ravenloft book. So we'll be doing a lot of stuff like that. Super excited to get to know these characters more. Although we have a lot of good head start on that this session. Again, check out our other campaigns. Monday nights is our Zeros to Heroes campaign run by our buddy Jack. And then a week from this Thursday will be the start of the campaign Justin is running, the Ashen Hearth Conclave.
Yes.
Super excited for that. And I get to play. So super excited.
I need to, in the Discord, which if you're not following us on the Discord, coming in. We have a lot of fun, but I need to give myself a promotion. I also need to be Dungeon Daddy.
That's right. You are also a
Yes.
dungeon daddy now.
Not until
Thanks
next
for watching,
week.
everybody. Thanks, everybody, and we will catch you next time. Have a good one.